Cobra, known to the world as Carlos Marquez, came into existence amidst the heart of New York City, a crucible of urban strife and turmoil within Earthrealm. His birthplace was a gritty tapestry of life, where the cacophony of sirens wailed through the maze of towering skyscrapers and the vibrant neon lights painted the streets. The constant backdrop of sirens and the ever-present glow of neon lights served as the lullabies of his tumultuous childhood. Carlos's origin was shrouded in the enigmatic past of his biological father who, from woman of the night, gave birth to a boy whose life was a never-ending struggle. His mother, burdened by a life of hardship and despair, hadn't wanted the boy. She saw him as a reminder of the choices she had been forced to make, the compromises that had led her down a path of self-destruction. To her, Carlos was a living symbol of her own shattered dreams. Despite her indifference and, at times, her cruelty, Carlos loved her with a fierce and desperate affection. He clung to the fleeting moments of tenderness she sporadically offered, yearning for the warmth of a mother's love that always seemed just out of reach. Carlos's life took an even darker turn when, not long after his 7th year, his mother passed away, leaving him utterly alone in the unforgiving streets. Carlos was a solitary figure in the relentless cityscape, yearning for the warmth and love of the mother he had lost and facing the world with a strength born from vulgarity. With no one to turn to, he navigated the harsh realities of survival, facing dangers and hardships that no child should endure. From the age of 7 until he was 14, yet fate smiled upon Carlos in the form of his stepfather, James. A valiant military man with a heart of gold, James stepped into Carlos's life and embraced the role of a father figure with unwavering dedication. His love and guidance provided the stability that Carlos so desperately craved during his formative years. James have believed that martial arts training could channel Carlos's energy and aggression in a constructive way. It would not only teach him self-defense, but also offer an outlet for his emotions, preventing him from engaging in potentially destructive street-fighting behavior. Lastly, James may have seen Carlos's potential and innate skill for martial arts and believed that this training could empower him to excel in life. Their journey commenced in a humble local dojo tucked away in an obscure corner of the city. And indeed, Carlos's progress was meteoric, a testament to his skill and tireless determination. While he immersed himself in an array of martial arts disciplines, it was the fusion of his street-fighting prowess with a mesmerizing martial art inspired by venomous serpents that truly set him apart. This unique blend of skills earned him the renowned alias Cobra due to the extraordinary fusion of his street-fighting prowess with the mesmerizing martial art inspired by venomous serpents. As he grew older, word of Cobra's formidable prowess and shrewd fighting techniques quickly spread throughout the clandestine underground fighting circuit of New York City. His reputation became the stuff of legend among those who thrived in the shadows. Yet, the path Cobra walked was destined to take a darker, more ominous turn. One fateful night, a towering figure known as Tremor, a master of earth-bending powers, approached Cobra. Tremor. His towering presence filled the dimly lit alleyway, the very ground trembling beneath his feet. "Impressive skills you possess, Cobra," Tremor rumbled, his voice carrying an air of enigmatic authority. "But have you ever considered the true might that awaits?" Cobra. Carlos's eyes narrowed as he considered Tremor's words. "Power? What are you implying?" Tremor's eyes gleamed with an otherworldly intensity. "I speak of a path beyond the underground, a destiny intertwined with the Black Dragon." Cobra's brow furrowed, a mixture of curiosity and caution in his gaze. "The Black Dragon? What do they want with me?" Tremor's gravelly chuckle sent shivers down Cobra's spine. "They seek those who possess exceptional talents, Cobra. And you, my friend, are a diamond in the rough, waiting to be polished." Cobra hesitated, torn between his yearning for power and a lingering sense of distrust. "What do I have to do?" Tremor's voice grew even more hypnotic, Join us, embrace the Black Dragon, and you shall rise as Cobra, a leader among streets. This city will tremble at your name." The path ahead seemed fraught with uncertainty, but the promise of power was an irresistible temptation. Cobra succumbed to their offer, drawn by the seductive allure of power, all while remaining oblivious to the nefarious agenda concealed beneath the surface. As time flowed on, he ascended through the ranks, ultimately becoming Cobra, entrusted with leading a faction of skilled fighters within the organization. Amidst the gritty streets of New York City, the underground fighting arena thrived, governed by its own set of enigmatic rules and codes. It was a place where Cobra past and present converged amidst a whirlwind of violence and intrigue. Yet as Cobra navigated the treacherous corridors of the Black Dragon, he grappled with inner turmoil. The enticing pull of power collided with his innate sense of justice, plaguing him with profound questions about the organization's true nature. Unbeknownst to him, a dark secret lay buried within the shadows of his own lineage. It was a revelation that would shake the very foundation of his beliefs. One fateful night, as he delved deeper into the organization's hidden agendas, he stumbled upon a file that sent shockwaves through his soul. It contained information about his biological father, a name that echoed like thunder in his mind. Kano, the notorious leader of the Black Dragon. The realization hit him like a thunderbolt. His father, the very embodiment of the organization he had joined, was Kano himself. As to James, he had tried to dissuade Cobra from this perilous path, reasoning with him about the importance of following a righteous and honorable life. James couldn't help but feel like he had failed in his role as a father figure, unable to prevent Cobra from making this life-altering decision. Their home, once a haven of love and warmth, was now marked by tension and heartbreak as James grappled with the pain of seeing someone he loved dearly veer down a dangerous and uncertain path. He saw it as a betrayal of the values he had instilled in his stepson. Their conversations grew strained. Their once strong bond fell apart by Cobra's choices. As the weight of Kano revelation settled upon him, another chilling truth emerged. James, his stepfather who had shown him unwavering love and guidance, had met a brutal end at the hands of Tremor, one of the organization's most ruthless members. The man who had shown him unwavering love and guidance had been taken from him by the very forces he had joined. The conflicting emotions within Cobra intensified. He knew that the path he had chosen was one fraught with danger, and the web of deception and peril seemed to tighten around him with every passing day. As Cobra continued his ascent within the Black Dragon, he couldn't escape the relentless darkness that surrounded him. He had carried out assignments that left his hands stained with the blood of those who had crossed the organization and the fear that stuck with him. With each mission, his inner turmoil grew, and the line between the path of vengeance and redemption blurred. Deep down, he knew that he could no longer remain a pawn in Kano's twisted game. The desire to confront his father, to expose the malevolence of the Black Dragon, burned like a searing fire within him. He had grown weary of being a puppet, dancing to the organization's sinister tune. One moonless night, Cobra made his move. He infiltrated the heart of the Black Dragon's stronghold, determined to face Kano himself. The confrontation was inevitable, a reckoning between a father and son. But fate, it seemed, had a cruel sense of irony. As he stood face to face with Kano, his eyes locking in a battle, a gunshot shattered the silence. Aaron Black, the remorseless gunslinger of the Black Dragon, had intervened. Cobra's world crumbled in that moment. The bullet pierced his chest, a cruel reminder that the path he had chosen was one of treacherous betrayal and unrelenting danger. As he lay dying on the cold, unforgiving ground, his eyes met Kano's one last time, filled with a haunting mixture of anger, regret, and the bitter realization that he had been a pawn until the very end. With his untimely demise, Cobra's legacy and the secrets he had uncovered faded into the obscurity of the clandestine world he had once called home, forever lost to the shadows. Cobra's life and choices are characterized by chaos, self-interest, and a disregard for traditional morality. He grew up in a turbulent environment, faced numerous hardships, and was drawn to the allure of power offered by the Black Dragon organization. He doesn't adhere to traditional morality, is driven by self-interest, and makes choices that prioritize his own desires and the pursuit of power. His actions are characterized by chaos and a disregard for the rules and norms of society, and he is willing to engage in both morally questionable and destructive behavior to achieve his goals. While he may have moments of inner turmoil and some semblance of a personal code, his ultimate alignment leans toward chaos and self-interest that ultimately led him to his demise.